Good afternoon, everyone. Dawn from Holistic Works here. I've been trying to work up the courage to do a Facebook or Instagram live. I don't know why I'm so hesitant, but anyway, a few things. We in the comments or in the subscription. No. Anyway, in the bottom, I had the question last week about what's the difference between oracle cards and tarot. So that is in the comments. And also, like, how do you use them, right? Well, like everything metaphysical, it is what your intention is, right? What's the question you want answered by the card? That's why I like oracle cards versus tarot cards. Tarot cards are a little bit more already have a direct meaning, and there's not a lot of information around I don't know. I just don't like tarot. We'll put it that way. If you want more information on how tarot works, I'd probably reach out to Beth Young from Young Intentions, as she does a daily card pull of tarot every day. It's her thing. It's her jam, and that's all good. It's just not mine. So I prefer oracle cards. I have done tarot cards occasionally, but I use them more as an oracle card. Right now, I'm shuffling the Dreamers deck. And I just want to say, because I've put this intention out there, my Louise Hay, You Can Do It calendar says for today, Tuesday, January 21st, 2025, I am worthy of a good income and there is no need to struggle to achieve it, and it comes easily to me. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I love it. And I also want to say how grateful and thankful I am for all the new clients this past week, and people reaching out for spirit parties. I am truly honored and blessed that you trust me to guide you on your journey, right? Or answer questions for you. It is still very rewarding to me to see the light come on in somebody's face and in their eyes when they get answers almost immediately. And because even with muscle testing, I am working in their energy field, and resonant testing with vials, and you can see their energy and their whole like physical presence just change and shift right before your very eyes. It's just like freaking magic. But to see relief, to see hope. I'm not going to lie, I'm usually the last person that somebody goes to because they haven't gotten the answers that they need to feel comfortable with their treatment plan or care plan. However, I like care plan better for a word, but their care plan. I'm not for everybody. I get it. I've been better about calling my own BS lately too. But I will not hesitate to call you out on your BS if you're continually telling yourself that things are hard or I can't do that, but wanting a different outcome of things. Well, things aren't going to change until you change the way you think about those things, right? Like we're going to be stuck in that mindset, I guess, of not being able to move forward if we can't change the way we think about things, or we're unwilling to take one step. And one step may be, drink some clean water. It's a step. It might be make your bed or get more organized or simply be more kind and gentle with yourself. Positive affirmations. But don't give up before you get started. I will say that. Reach out if you need help or assistance with things. I have many, many, many hundreds of hours of training for holistic health, for energy healing, vibrational wellness and guidance, psychic mediumships. I can answer some difficult questions if you have difficult questions, and a plethora of good books. But the first thing I would say is maybe journal. I know nobody wants to write shit out, but we all have to, or at least talk it out. There's lots of journaling apps too that can help with that. Most recently, too, a client said, I can't quiet my mind to meditate. Maybe I need some Adderall or some type of ADHD or ADD medicine. Well, the goal of meditation, although it's to sit in quiet contemplation, it is not necessarily to turn off all the thoughts that happen, right? It's learning how to brush them aside, so that you can just take time to like go inward, to self-reflect. What do you want? Like, how do you change things? Maybe your type of meditation is going for a 20-minute walk. Maybe your meditation is to do some yoga poses and breathing through those. Maybe you're just plainly not ready to meditate, and that's all right too. Maybe it's time to come lay on somebody's Reiki table or energy healing table, whatever you want to call it. It's all related to the same thing. Just like those interchangeable words for higher power, creator, source, God, whatever you believe in is okay and fine and dandy, and you don't have to conform to anybody else's thoughts or opinions. However, if you are putting out there continuously that you do care by the words that you're choosing to describe situations, places, people, things, then maybe you really are judging them and judging yourself. And I'm guilty of that too. Like, I judge myself every day. Like, am I good enough? Am I worthy enough? But that is childhood stuff that I'm doing the work on every day. And does it catch up on me? Hell yes. Hell yes. It reminds me every single day that there's still more work to do. What else do we need to know today? I will get that Facebook Live. I just don't know when. Or Instagram Live. And like y'all know, technology can be quite difficult, but I'm manifesting for it to all work out in divine timing. But let's get to our oracle card for today. And I'm actually going to use a different deck too. Oop, there's our dreamer card. We actually got 3 of those. We must need a big message today. And maybe some of you are feeling discord about the inauguration and our current president. But unless you can change it, don't focus on it, right? Like, all you can really have control over is you. And some days we really don't even have control over that. We just need to allow things to unravel the way they're supposed to, without resistance and without judging ourselves and being unkind to ourselves. All right. So I know that each breath confirms that I'm alive and far from finished. I am just getting started. Totally resonant for me, because I feel like I am shifting and beginning new things since I started the Shape Reclaim program in November. I don't know. It just lit me up. Maybe it won't be my long-term program for everybody, but for now, it's what got me motivated and excited about my business and how I help people and how I transform lives, so to speak. And I'm transforming mine at the same time. All right. Second card. I know that I will attract everyone and everything aligned with my purpose. I am magnetic. For Christ's sakes, I can't get that camera right. Pretty cool. Like, to me, it looks like they're filling their cup or their vase or vase. And the last one from the Dreamer's deck. I know that I can manifest all that my heart desires, and I am ready to receive, because I most definitely am, as you probably are too. But let me remind you, you got to do the work on the inside and on the outside. All right, the next deck that is one of my go-to favorites is Denise Lynn's Sacred Destiny. I have some other ones too that are Alana Fairchild is my all-time go-to for real. I'm going to give them a knock and get out any energy that doesn't belong there. And my intentional question is, what do we need to know today? That's always my thing. Sometimes it's more specific for myself. But what do we all need to know today for our best and highest good? And again, you can do a card spread with these. However they work for you is perfectly fine and dandy. We got a few. We're not going to do all those though. I'll do 3. So I got one that came out first, and it is called Embracing. And oh my goodness, is that a beautiful card? Look at all the colors. Can't get that right. And the white bird, you get the swan, and the reflection of the swan in the water. It all means something. And your interpretation of this card may be totally something different than me. The sunset is on fire. Like, I love it. And because we got 4 cards, I am going to hold my handy dandy pendulum over the card, and we'll see what other card we need. So for me personally, if it swings back and forth like this, it's a yes. And if it swings in a circle, it's a no. We don't need that. And it always swings counterclockwise for me for my no. So I'm just going to ask quickly. All right. So it decided right away. Potential. Another beautiful card. And I will consult the book just because I know what they mean to me, but they may mean something different for you. So let's consult the book. And by the way, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. Questions about cards or readings or spirit parties or how I do muscle testing. I can also order blood work. However, it's more for the patient or the client than it is for me. Sometimes there are some hidden things in blood work that I'm like, oh, didn't see that, or I missed that. But with muscle testing, it usually can identify everything that the blood work will show us anyway. But occasionally we do need to order it to see where things are at or where they're moving to. All right, embracing the floodplains. The sacred landscape wants you to know sometimes life overflows with emotions, which can feel uncomfortable. However, the ensuing result of this discomfort can be of great value, perhaps arising from an unseen or unknown source. You get this card when emotions are seemingly overflowing or not flowing at all. Cherish the overflow of emotions and embrace the times that seem murky, for your inner floodplains are being replenished, and as a result, there will be great spiritual and physical expansion. Embrace all of your emotions. When you do so, greater prosperity and fertility will flow into your life. Alternatively, if your emotions have been blocked, this is a time to explore and experience them. I know quite a few of my friends, colleagues, clients are all kind of feeling that right now. So it's a very fitting card. It's not what I personally felt like it meant for me, but that's so cool. The next one, potential. Oh, goodness. All right. The sacred landscape wants you to know this card appears when you are ready to activate your potential and step into your strength. This is a time to activate those gifts that you've had on the back burner in your life. You have incredible untapped potential. Don't we all? Yes, you do, and I do, but we'll get there. This is the time to allow it to flow, an inner wellspring of power is emerging. You have the profound spiritual power that is deep within you. Do not doubt your great authority and capabilities. A dormant volcano might indicate that you have uncomfortable emotions that you are repressing or keeping inside, thus creating emotional stress and inner pressure. It can also mean that you are on the verge of great expansion of energy and life force. I like both of those, right? Because we're all digging deep, we're all working through stuff. And just me personally, like, feel like 2025 is the year for many of us to shift into businesses and practices that we love and enjoy more and are valued for. And for that value, it's reciprocated with financial, right? Like, no more giving things away. Not that you can't give things away. Trust me, I've given a lot of things away, probably more than I should, and have, but also it comes from right here, like, here, take this. You need this, and I want you to have it. But also that was at my expense. So we don't have to give things away, unless we're called to from the heart. But I personally like do a lot of things from the heart, and sometimes it may not seem like it's very heartfelt because I'm kind of like, this is where the bear shits in the woods. I'm a no bullshit kind of girl, and I don't sugarcoat things very well at all, and not everybody can appreciate that, and that's okay. Like, then don't work with me, but don't pretend that you want to work with me if you really don't. It's okay. I can feel it energetically, and let me help you direct you to somebody who might be a better fit for you. What else do we want to know? Let's get to that live, huh? Enough sugar pussyfooting around, right? I have some openings this week. I do have just a handful of spirit party dates available yet. And it's my daughter's last year of softball. So I will be taking time off to go to her tournaments during the winter months too. Yep, we play dome ball, and during the summer months as well. So keep that in mind when there isn't availability on my schedule, that I am just going to enjoy this last year of her being a child, I guess. Enjoying watching her grow in her sport and her loves and passions, just like I have with all my kids, right? Like my oldest, he really likes hunting and fishing. I don't think he does so much fishing anymore, but his passion is hunting. His passion is guiding hunting trips and working with hounds and all of that stuff. And my middle daughter is more creative, even though, like, she's going through her own trials and tribulations in life. But she'll get through it. She's a tough cookie. She'll get through it. Yeah. And my husband, he just kind of brings out the best and the worst of me sometimes. But I love him none the same. All right. That's all I got for you. Check out the description below about how to work with oracle cards if you want some ideas for like a deck or somewhere. I personally like to feel the decks before I buy them, but not always. Sometimes I have felt them and I'm like, oh, I'm going to order that on Amazon. And sometimes I order ones and I don't like them, and then I give them away, and they're usually a better fit for whoever I gave it to. But there are some metaphysical stores locally here in Wisconsin that I would recommend going to for those. There's a one in Eau Claire called Solstice. I don't know the address, unfortunately. I know where it is myself, but I don't know the exact address. You can Google it, Solstice Wellness Center. And then 611 Crystals in La Crosse. I really like going there for their metaphysicals, crystal, tarot, oracle card stuff. And I think they also have like smudge stuff, just like Solstice and Eau Claire has smudging and books and oils and ritual type things. So hit me up if you want any of that information, or just do a Google search. Those are the ones locally. I don't sell that stuff. I sell homeopathic remedies, but I don't even like to keep that in stock because it's just so hard to know what everyone's going to muscle test for. And supplements, don't go to Walmart for supplements. Don't go to Sam's Club for supplements. Like, get it from a natural health practitioner, a chiropractor, or someone like myself. And if you need somebody locally and you're not from around here, I can help you find that too. All right. You guys have a good day. Happy January 25th. I hope you are staying warm. It is colder than a witch's titty out there today. So stay warm.